What about my internet? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Miss.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, because Miss Becky is gone now. Her internet connection is so bad, so poor. Mr. Belsing, how about your stomach? Are you alright now?
Yes, I'm fine right now.
Nice. Miss Becky. It's here. Miss Becky! Miss Becky! I cannot hear you. Probably my internet. Everyone, it's freezing now. Oh no, my internet. Miss Arin, Miss Bouncing, Mr. Hari.
Yes, we still can
Oh,
hear you.
okay. It's not my internet then. I thought my internet is unstable. Why we are so silent? We should, like talk each other. Hello.
I don't have any idea what to talk about.
Yeah, I know, right? We should tease someone here. Probably Mr. Sakuragi Harry. We
Hello,
have to teasing him, Mr. Belsing.
I have an idea.
Yes,
Let's talk about why we learn English.
Why we learn English? So what do you?
personally or
Yes,
what?
personally, probably.
Uh,
He wants to know why you want to learn English. Mr. Harry so curious about that.
yes,
Oh, for me, it's big. Who talk first? Oh, Miss Becky is praying for his connection.
I know, right? We also have another participant, Miss Gavara. I don't know what.
Oh, now I can hear you. Okay,
Oh,
I think it was my. Oh gosh, I'm so frustrated. I think it was my brother's fault, because he's attending lessons remotely as well. And usually, when I have these lessons, he logs out of the Wi-Fi and he uses his hotspot. But I think he forgot today, and I couldn't I couldn't use the Wi-Fi at all. Oh gosh. But now it seems to be working, I think.
now it's working.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
nice now. I can hear you very well. And we talk
Also, I look
about.
like a ghost. Oh my gosh.
No, it's so
Why am I
bright
so white?
because your face is so bright actually. Even
Yes,
without
I know.
even
It's
without
like my
even
nose.
about the light, without your light, it's already bright.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit too pale. But right now I think the problem is that I'm very close to the window. So there is natural light coming in. So yeah, I look like a ghost, but bear
But I
with
don't
that.
think your
At least
skin
here the
tone
Wi-Fi
is,
works.
I don't think your skin tone is pale. I think it's just like white. It's not pale for me.
Yeah, but I think it's pale. Even compared to my friends, it's very pale.
Oh yeah.
Like I yeah.
Uh, So Miss
uh,
Becky, actually during waiting for you, yeah, all of us is talking about why we learn English, and Mr. Belsing want to say
oh,
something about that.
oh yes, that's so interesting.
You know, right?
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes, please, Mr. Bouncing.
Okay. So why I learn English is because I like playing games and I like playing online games a lot. And all of my games is requires communication.
Mm.
And because of that, I've met a lot of people from other country, and I have to use English, even the bad words. Yeah, and
Even bad
then
words.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that and then I
Yeah,
interest to
that's true though.
work as yeah.
That's so true. Like English is the number one language in video games, in programming as well. Like when you want to program, like when you want to learn computer languages. So like
Yes,
when you want to learn how to program, you need to know English because it's all English words. And yeah, and like international communities mostly speak English. So you're completely right. That's they're really, and actually, my brother plays a lot of video games as well, and he learned a lot from video games as well regarding English words and like stuff like that, because even games are in English most of the time. So it's a good way to learn it as well, besides being a reason to, I guess.
I know, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Agree.
how about you, Mr.
Okay.
Harry?
Mr. Harry, right. I'm about to ask you, Mr. Harry. Thank you, Mr. Belsing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. No, no masters. Not sure. Hello, Sakuragi. Mr. Sakuragi, are you there? Mr. Sakuragi, please, come on. You already unmuted. You want to say something, right?
We can hear your WhatsApp.
I
So
know.
we know you're there.
Yeah. Even though you
We can
didn't
hear
show,
the
even though you didn't show up your face, but we still know.
Yes, hello.
Yes, a lot.
ah.
What's the question again?
What's the question again, Mr. Belsing?
We can see you were
Why you
paying
learn
attention. Well
English?
done.
What makes you interested in English? It's
Hmm.
your
Oh,
question.
I see.
Yeah.
Why I learn English? Because English is important. English is universal language in this world. And also in university, there are many books that are written in English. So if I don't understand English, I can learn and I can get the material well. Because if I use translate, it will not perfectly fit, perfectly match to the true meaning of, of the books. Uh, and also uh, why I want to learn English, because I like to listening. I like listening to music, English music, and watching a movie from Hollywood or else
Okay.
and so on.
Nice, interesting stuff. Actually, I want to teach you and like a term, let's say, and maybe you know it already, but it's lingua franca. That means, and English is oftentimes the lingua franca of international communities. That basically means, what does lingua franca mean? It comes from Latin, I think, and it means that it's the common language that is used in communities, in international communities, even when it's not people's native language. Like it's people's used by an international community as a common language. So that's a maybe a useful word, lingua franca. And you're so right. English is, and as you said, it's also the main language in the scientific community. So you're right, there's so many books and articles in English, as you said, for university. And it's actually, I find it easier to find material, scientific material in English. And it's not always translated. So you're completely right. There is like a lot of material there as well. So, and yeah, music as well. I used to translate a lot of songs as a child. It's a good way to, I don't know, like put together something you like and something you want to learn, I guess. So interesting. Very nice, Mr. Harry. Thank you.
Very nice. I'm actually about to ask everyone here, but unfortunately, because now already 14 past 7, so I think we have to start. Miss Arin, is that okay for you? Okay, because I'm about to ask everyone here, but you know, time flies.
Yeah.
So
If
yeah,
we have some leftover time at the end of
yes,
the lesson, you can finish
finish it. Yeah.
telling us.
Okay. Okay, so Miss Becky, so we can start now the class. Okay,
Yes.
but it's also really good if all of you show like your faces because
Mhm.
in that time, so we can,
Oh,
like knowing about your facial expression, about many thing else, right?
unfortunately, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I can't
Why?
video because my internet is sometimes unstable.
Unstable. Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay then. Shall we start now? Okay, nice.
Yes. Just wait. I'm trying to make it work. I think
Yes.
you can. Yeah, because I made some changes with my monitors because they broke the other one. Yes. So can you see the slides right now?
Yes, already. You can see it.
I hate my internet with the passion. Okay. Can you see the slides and hear me as well?
Yes.
Yes, but you didn't change yet,
All
right?
right.
It's still the cover.
I
Still the
did.
cover.
Oh yeah, it's still, yes, it is. Yes. I wanted to make sure that it's working first
Okay.
because yeah, I made some changes. Okay. So hopefully it's gonna work. All right. So we're gonna finish today. We're gonna finish the last main topic of this unit regarding, and that was regarding plants. And we're gonna introduce one small grammar item. So I'm gonna start by telling you a couple of grammar things, and then we can go ahead with the actual speaking activity, like most times actually. Okay, so today we are going to talk about have got. You might have heard it already, you might know what it is already, but basically it's similar to have, but it's more, it emphasizes the meaning of have, let's say. So what's the difference? Basically, the only difference is that you add got after the verb have. So the a positive sentence with just have would be, I don't know, I have I don't know, a book here. I have a book, but you can also say I have got a book. Same thing for the third person singular. So you can say, I don't know, she has a book, or she's got a book. The negative would be, wait a second, she doesn't have a book, or I don't have a book. She has got a book, and sorry, she hasn't got a book, and I haven't got a book. And the same thing for questions. Basically, it's exactly the same. You just add got. So it's very easy to use, actually. You just add got to the same sentences in which you would use have. But you might wonder when you can use have and when you can use have got. So regarding that, I just prepared a small scheme here. Basically, the two main things are that you can use it to mean possession, so basically the same as have, or to emphasize an obligation, so basically with the same meaning as have to. So regarding possessions, I put two other similar circumstances in which you can use it. And that's when you're talking about illnesses or descriptions. But I would say that these are basically the same thing as possession, just a small different nuance of meaning. Like if you say that you've got a headache or a stomach bug or I don't know, a toothache, you're basically talking about something you have. So it's not exactly the same meaning as possession as in, I don't know, I've got a dog or I've got a car, but I would say it's very similar. The same for descriptions, right? I mean, you can say, I've got brown hair, got blue eyes, I don't know, she's got very white teeth, I don't know, stuff like that. So even in that case, yes, you're referring to a description of someone, but it's basically something that people have, right? I mean, I have got brown hair, so it's something that technically I possess. But of course, in this case, it's used while talking about a description of someone. But I would put them all, these three ones, I would put them on the same level because they're all some kind of possession, I think. It's all stuff you have. It's a little bit different with obligations. Excuse me. Because that would be the same meaning as have to. So we've seen how to use have to in the past. So it's basically something you must do, all right? So it's more emphatic to say, I've got to go now, rather than I have to go. It's like basically you're reinforcing the same meaning. Or like, oh, I've got to see the movie, sounds amazing. Or you've got to read this, it's, oh my gosh, it's so wonderful, or something like that. So it's basically the same meaning. And actually, no, I'm just going to say this afterwards. So I would tell you that the two main instances in which you would use have got is either with the same meaning of have, or with the same meaning as have to. Now, there are a few context related differences, because there are some differences between British English and American English. So have got is mostly used in an informal way. So in informal conversations, when you're talking with someone, and mostly in the present. You don't really use it in the future. Sometimes you do use it in the past, but with a slightly different meaning. So maybe just focus on the present form. You mostly use it in that case anyway. But the difference is that it's much more used in British English. Like you will hear it a lot in British English. If you talk to British people, they use it much more often. It's very common. It's less common in American English, I would say, especially with the meaning of possession. Regarding possession, like when Americans speak, they usually just use have. whereas British people would mostly use have got. But regarding obligations, you might hear it more often in American English as well. A good example that you might have heard in movies as well would be the sentence "I've got to go." So usually in informal American English, you even don't hear the have, so you probably hear "I gotta go" or something like that. You probably heard that in some movies if you watch movies in the original language. That's much more used, and it's basically this. It's basically a way to say "I have to go," but you just use this kind of more emphatic way to say it. So you just say "I've got to go now" or something. You hear it much more rather than possessions for like what concerns American English, whereas in British English you do hear it for possessions as well. So I might have gone a little bit fast through this. So, but these are the main differences. So first of all, I would like to ask you if you got it, or if you need me to repeat something, or if you have any questions, or maybe if I should say it more slowly, because I do realize I've said it a bit fast. So yeah. Any questions? Miss Arin, you look confused.
Oh, sure, Miss Becky. I'm still confused. Sorry.
Of
Okay.
course.
I'm sorry. I'm still confused. When I use have got, depend on the situation, depend on the sentence, or I don't know exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Do you have a clear enough idea on when you use have? Just have, not have got. Just have
Just have.
the verb
Uh,
have. When would you use the word the verb have?
Have to is more common used. Yeah, have to or only have, miss. Have is only for possession. We usually
Mm-mm.
use it in our
I
conversation.
can't hear you. Sorry, I think it's my internet that broke off a little bit. Can you repeat?
It is. I mean, using the word of have is useful for us, but if have got or is not common for us.
Is it just me that is it my internet that is breaking off, or is it Miss Effie's? Can you hear her?
I can hear her.
Yeah, we can hear her.
Okay,
But
then it's
yeah, but I'm actually a little bit like confused about the question. Would you please to repeat again? I'm sorry.
yeah. Actually, it's breaking off every time she.
Or probably if
I'm
you
so sorry,
want,
Miss Effie.
yeah.
I
Oh,
couldn't hear you. Can
I
you
think
repeat it, please?
it's probably you also can, yeah, like write down to the chat, so it can help also for everyone.
Can you please repeat the question, because oh my gosh, it's the internet is so bad here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think it's Effie right now. It's starting to write down, right? Or do you want
Oh, okay.
just to saying it? It's whatever, Miss Effie. Which one is better for you?
Yeah. Writing is need long time for me.
Oh, okay, I see.
Maybe I just want to say that Miss Becky said, do you usually using have like that? Is, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Isn't
Yeah,
it right?
yeah. The question, the first question, like I was gonna go through it in steps. So I because Miss Arin said she was confused, I was asking her when she would use the verb have, just have, not have got, but just have.
It's only using
Or
have.
have.
We often use
I'm just
that
this,
word
this is,
have and have to, but not have
yes.
got. Even if we say I've got headache like that, we often use that. I've got today, like it.
Okay, it was
I often use that for
you use it,
description.
or you don't.
I use that when I said that
I'm so
I've
sorry,
got
but
headache
oh my
or
god,
I've got toothache.
the sentence
That
is not
example.
coming through. I don't know what's wrong with my internet today. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think we have to repeat and repeat again, Miss Effie, if you don't mind.
Everybody cannot hear me clearly?
I can hear you, but I don't know about someone else's here. But
Can hear you.
oh, nice.
I can
Or
hear
it's
you now, but
Oh,
every time you try to say something important, it breaks off.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you please give me for 5 minutes? I need to go to the bathroom.
Of course. Okay, so I'm gonna try again. So Miss Effie, you were saying that you do know how to use have, but you don't know how to use have got. Is that what you said?
I know, miss. I know how to use it. I often use it in my conversation.
You do. Okay. You do. Okay. So Miss Arin, if the internet is not working well enough, you can just type it. So I wanted to, because you were confused about this, I first would like you to tell me when you would use have, just have. You know, like I have, I don't know, I have many books in the house, or I have a cat, or whatever. When would you, when would you use the verb have? You can type it as well if you prefer. Miss Arin? Oh, okay. Yes, but like what I'm asking you now is when would you use have?
Have got, maybe, miss.
From your memory, from what you've done so far. Just have without have got. In which circumstances would you use it? Just have without this new thing, without have got. Yes, exactly. Yes. Your definition of have, like when would you use it? Waiting. We need some music or something. I know you're probably typing, so it might take a second. I don't know how long I should wait. Okay, there we go. Okay, have refers to something that you must do with obligation. That's more like have to. That's have to. But have, just have, on its own, you usually use it for something you possess. For
Possession.
example, Miss Effie, do you want to explain it? Or you trying to?
For possession or ownership.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's a great explanation. Yeah, when you own something, you can use have, right? So I have, I don't know, a plant in the room. I have, I don't know, an old laptop. I have brown hair. I have bad stomach ache. All these are things that you possess, that you own, or that it's a state of I don't know, possession in a way. I don't know. I can't exactly explain it in any other way, but that's when you use have. You use have to when you want to say what you said, something like when you must do something, when there is some kind of obligation. So I have to go to the dentist tomorrow. I have to remember to buy milk at the shop. I have to go now. I have to pay attention in class, all these kind of things. All right, so this is just have. Basically, have got is used in the exact same way. Maybe, okay, some circumstances in which you would not use have got would be when you mean have not in the sense of possession or obligation. So, for example, I'm having a shower, or I'm having a bath, or I don't know, I'm having a sandwich. That's not, I'm having breakfast. All these situations do not mean that you own that thing. You do not own breakfast. You do not own, I mean, yes, you do own your shower maybe, but that's not the meaning. The meaning of have in that sense is that you're doing something, right? So you're taking a shower, having a shower. So having a shower means that you're taking a shower, that you're doing that, you're washing yourself. Having a sandwich means that you're eating the sandwich. Having breakfast means that you're eating breakfast. So in that case, have is used not in the meaning of possessing or owning something, but with a different meaning. So more like doing something. So that's the only instance in which you would not use have got. But in most other circumstances, you can choose. Basically, you can choose whether to use have or have got. You use them in a very similar way. So you can say it's both, it's correct both to say I have a car and to say I've got a car. It's the same thing. You can say I've got a headache, but you can also say I have a headache. That's also the same thing. You can say I've got brown hair, or you can say I have brown hair. They're both correct. You wouldn't make a mistake when you use one or the other in these sentences. It's exactly the same thing. The difference is mostly country based, because when you hear a British person speaking, so from the UK, they often use have got. They much more rarely use just have when they mean that they own something. So when you hear a British person speaking, they will most likely say, I've got a car, I've got brown hair, and I've got a headache. But in American English, you will much more often hear, I have a car, I have a headache, and I have brown hair. And then don't worry, Mr. Belsing. And then so that's one instance. Okay, you will hear that much more often in British English than in American English, but the meaning is very similar. It's basically you could say that it's the same. Okay, it's the same meaning. There is though a difference in the frequency they are used in each country. And it's mostly used, it's very common to hear it in informal, in speaking English. Like if you hear it, if you're talking to a native speaker, especially from the UK, you might hear something like, oh yeah, I've got a dog, I've got a new dog or something, and you might be wondering why they're using got in that sentence. It's just it's the same. It's just a bit, it kind of it emphasizes the meaning. It's stronger. It's a little bit stronger. And then, so that's the first thing. When you own something, you can use both have and have got. When there is an obligation, like you mentioned earlier, you can say have to. So I think we saw it a few lessons ago. Like I have to, I don't know, I have to finish my homework for tomorrow. I have to talk to my dad about this problem. I have to buy, I don't know, new socks because mine are broken. I don't know. I have to, maybe you're at a party and you need to go home to feed the cat, and then you can say, oh yeah, I have to go now. I have to go because I need to feed the cat. It's basically have to is similar to, in this case, I need to. Okay, I need to do something. In this case, you can also choose whether to say have to or have got. So have got to. For example, you're at that party and you can say, I've got to go now because I need to feed my cat. I've got to talk to my dad about this problem. I've got to buy new socks because mine are broken. I've got to change my computer because it keeps lagging. I don't know, stuff like that. You can use both. I've got to or I have to. Usually have got to is slightly stronger. Has, like, you're emphasizing the meaning of that. It's a little bit stronger, but you can use both. Okay, you can use them basically in the same way. So you might hear this also in American English, whereas with possessions, it's much more common in British English. With obligations, you can hear it in American English as well. So mostly though, because this is used in informal settings, you might hear contracted forms of this. So instead of I have got to go, you might hear I gotta go. Like that's the same, because when you read like here, right, when you hear I've gotta go, or sometimes especially in American English, they just omit the have as well, so they just say I gotta go. It's the same. It's just that sometimes when people speak, they omit some things to make it faster to speak. So sometimes people just make contractions to get to the point more quickly, in a way. Because when you speak, you don't always follow the exact strict rules that you would when you write, because like people just speak in a colloquial way, so it can, I don't know, there can be some slang or something like that. So yeah, like it's the difference. So you were confused about the difference between have and have got. Basically, you could say that they are the same. They have the same meaning. Have got is usually a bit stronger. It like reinforces the meaning, but you can use them in the same way. You can choose. But it is used more often in British English than in American English when it regards possessions. But they are the same. In meaning, they are the same. You can use both. But it's more common to use it in certain areas, basically. So, is it clear, Miss Arin, or are you still confused?
Miss Becky, how if we just started to practice? If they are practice, probably they got like easier to understand.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Also, she typed in the chat that it's clear. Okay, awesome,
Okay,
awesome to
nice.
hear that. For everyone, like, do you have any other questions?
No question, Miss.
All right, awesome. I think we missed someone. Someone left.
Miss Gavara, Miss Gavara. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the internet. Hopefully she'll come back.
Hopefully.
All right. So what we're gonna do now is work in pairs. And surprise, surprise! That never happens.
Mr. Harry, surprise again. Pairing.
All right. So we're gonna try to use have got in a simulation of a reality you might encounter. I have two options actually. You can choose, or we can do both, depending on how much time we have and your preference as well. So the first one is at the flower shop. So one person is going to sell plants. Since we introduced plants in the last lesson, one person is gonna be the vendor at the flower shop. So you're gonna sell plants, and the other one will be the client. So they're going to buy some plants for, I don't know, whatever event you might want. So yes, and I would like you to have a real conversation regarding this hypothetical situation, so that and I would like you to use have got. Like an example would be, have you got any roses? Because my girlfriend loves roses, so I really want to get some for her because she has just graduated and I want to, I don't know, prepare a surprise, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I haven't got any roses, but I have some, I don't know, lemon tree here. So, you know, like something like that. And you can be creative. You can, like, you know, have I know you're good at that, at like imagining conversations. So that could be a way to see how you can use have got, and also to practice some kind of real conversation. The second let's say situation, the second I don't know the second circumstance, I don't know, I'm missing the word right now, in which you can work in pairs would be regarding your garden, if you have one, or you can imagine you have one. It doesn't really matter. I don't care if you actually do have a garden in your house or if you're just imagining it. I don't mind. But in this case, you can talk, you can have a conversation perhaps with a friend regarding what you've got in your garden. So I can say, oh yeah, like I've started gardening, I love that, it really relaxes me. And I've got I don't know, 2 apple trees and 2 lemon trees. And then I've started planting some carrots because I would like to grow my own food, my own vegetables, and blah 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 blah. I don't know. You can imagine a conversation, and I would like you to use have got as well. In obviously in both cases, you could use have as well, basically in the same way. But I would like you to practice have got in this instance. So I would like you to use have got just for this time. And then in the future, of course, you can actually choose depending on your influence as well from different countries. Like if you're a person that watches a lot of American movies, you might be more influenced by American English. But if you, I don't know, if you watch a lot of, I don't know, British movies, you might be more influenced by that. So it also depends on that. Oops, sorry. Yes, so these are the two circumstances. We can, if any of you is ready, we can start straight ahead, and then the others can also look for maybe some words they might need, some words of plants or whatever that they might need, while the others are, like having the conversation. But if no one is ready, I can give you like a couple of minutes to look up just for the words mostly, because I would like the conversation to be as spontaneous as possible. But I know that if you don't know some words, you might need to look them up. So this time I would like to give you a bit less time than other times. So maybe like 2 minutes to look for like specific words you might need so that you can note them down, because I would like the conversation to be as spontaneous as possible. So first of all, is it clear? And do you have any questions?
Let's try then.
So much silence. Oh my gosh.
I think because of too much explanation, they just got like confusing. Let's try.
All right. Okay, let's try then. All right, so I'm gonna count like, oh wait, I forgot my watch somewhere. I have no idea where, so I'm just gonna use my phone. Just gonna count like, I don't know, a couple of minutes, I guess, and we'll see, just to look for the words. Because I would like the conversation, as I said, the conversation to be spontaneous. So 2 minutes starting from now.
2 minutes.
Of course, if in the meantime you have questions, you can still ask me. I'm not not a monster.
But everyone is clear with the instruction?
Yeah, that as well, actually.
Miss,
like, yes?
is it the practice for pairs, in pairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk in pairs, yes.
Do you choose our partner or we choose ourselves?
Oh, you can choose as well. I don't mind if you have, if you want to to choose someone. It doesn't matter. But like right now, I would just like you to look for maybe some vocabulary that you don't, that you might need, that you don't know. So if you want to look up some names, some plant names on the dictionary, you can do that. So I would just like you to maybe write down the vocabulary you might need that you might not know. But then I would like you to have like, I don't really want you to prepare a whole conversation right now. I would like it to be spontaneous, because in real life you don't always have time to prepare a conversation. But of course you can right now look up the words you might need. So if you don't know how to say, I don't know, lilies in English, which is the name of a flower, you can look it up. Or I don't know, whatever else. Cactus, I mean, you probably know that, but like, if you want to know some specific names of plants that you're interested in, that you want to introduce in the conversation, you can do that now. And then we're going to start with the conversation. Is it clear?
Is that clear?
You look confused.
I think what we have to do is just making a conversation with the pairs. right? And using have got, if you want to find another words from this picture, I mean, if you don't know about the name of this flower or the name of the things over there, so you can find it in your dictionary and use it when we have the do the conversation. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And also not necessarily what's in the picture. You can also imagine some other stuff, like you know, maybe in the shop they have something else. Maybe they even have some seeds or bulbs that you can plant. Like, you know, maybe you can get some bulbs for, I don't know, mango tree or something. You know, it's probably not, you won't see a whole mango tree there in the shop, but you might get the bulbs maybe to plant them in your own I don't know, garden.
Yeah, just imagine it, okay, as if it's access, right?
Yes. Yes, exactly. So I don't know, is it clear now, Miss Effie? You look a bit confused.
If it only the conversation, we just can make it suddenly. Uh, we don't have to prepare for a long conversation, right? It's just short.
As you wish. You can be, you know, like you can choose. It's there is no fixed time. It can be shorter, it
I
can
don't
be
know.
longer if you
I don't
want,
know
as you
who
wish.
will I choose. Can I? Because I cannot see them all. Where are the others? Show
It's okay,
us your pics.
it's okay. I mean, I think their internet is not working well enough right now, so that's why they're not showing their faces. But oh, we
He
can see
is.
Mr. Belsing
Mr. Belting is on.
and Miss Arin as well. All right, all right. So they were
Miss
cheating.
Arin and Miss Hari.
I just arrived at
Mr.
my
Hari. Where are they?
Yes.
Yeah, no, but
room.
Mr. Belsing was
Hello.
going home, so I think.
Mr. Hari and Miss
Belsing is
Arin.
home now.
Mr. Hari.
Yeah.
He's arrived. Mr.
I'm
Belsing is
here.
arrived.
All right. So are you ready or do you need more time? Did you manage to find the words you were
Belting,
missing?
are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready, Miss? Okay,
Okay.
let's start.
All right.
Okay.
In 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go! Fighting!
You start. You start first.
Wait,
I'm exhausted.
who's starting? Oh, okay.
Who will start? Me?
Yes, yes. You go first. You go first.
You wish?
Ladies first, ladies first.
Let's start. Okay. Mr. Belsing,
Yes.
we are now in the what, florist, or on the way you are the vendor?
Wait. What do you say?
No, I mean we are going to talk about using have got, and
So technically
yeah, using have got.
one is selling the flowers and the other
Yeah.
one is buying the flowers.
Will you be a
So I
vendor
think-
or will we sell?
Yeah.
No, it's depend on you.
I think
You
what
can choose. I can be the buyer or I can be the seller.
Okay.
you've got the power. You can choose, Miss Effie.
Okay, wait a minute.
You can start your conversation with maybe a seller. I'm gonna be the buyer. Hello.
Yeah, okay. Well, mister, what do you need? I have everything here.
Okay.
Many flowers.
I'm searching for a bucket of bougainville flower and a bucket
Pardon
of
me? A bucket of?
bougainville. 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 You know bougainville?
Yeah.
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 And a bucket of lily and a bucket of rose. Do you have that? All those flowers? Flowers.
Yeah, I have them all.
So how much does that cost?
For one, a bucket of a lily. Let me check them.
Okay.
Mm, it's totally
Okay.
275,000 star.
Why it's so expensive?
Because we are special.
Oh, okay. I have another request.
Sure.
Can you mix all those flowers in one bucket?
Okay. You need those flower in one bucket.
Yes.
Okay. We'll prepare them all. Okay.
And also, I need the fertilizer too.
Pardon me. You need what?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fertilizer.
Um.
So how much all of that cost?
Just add it 3,000 for the
So
fertilizer.
575,000.
Yep. That's right.
Okay. Here's the money.
Come here. Just transfer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You got it?
Did that
Yeah.
work? I want
Got
some
it.
money too.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Miss,
Well
for the
done, guys.
flowers.
Well done.
Thumbs up.
Okay, that was great. That was great. The only thing is that I didn't exactly hear you use have got, which is fine. I mean,
Yeah, I forgot. Oh
He
no.
didn't. He didn't use it. No,
I know,
he
I know.
said.
And I know you guys, and I know you two watch a lot of American movies as well, so you're probably not even used to hear it that much. Because I heard you saying like, do you have any? I don't know. Do you have any lilies? Oh yeah, I have lilies. Blah blah blah. Which is actually correct as well. I mean, it is correct. The
Yeah.
purpose was actually to practice the use of have got as well, but it is correct as well, of course. That's probably your American English influence, because I know you guys have you even have a little bit of an accent, of an American accent. So I know you probably watch many American movies, so it's okay. But yeah, like just remember that you can say the same thing with have got as well. Now, one thing, a couple of things that I'm gonna say besides this have got thing is, first of all, when you talk about a bucket of flowers, you would use the plural, right? I didn't get what flowers the first one were, like field or something. I'm not sure. I
Bougainville.
don't know them. I'm bad with plants. I'm bad with plants. I don't know which ones they are. But that would be blah 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 flowers, okay, or lilies, or roses, a bucket of roses, a bucket of lilies, because it's not just one, it's many, right? So it's a bucket full of something, so it's many flowers. So in that case, you would use the plural. Then the word fertilizer, I would use it as an uncountable word. So basically the same way you would talk about any other kind of liquid. So like the same way you would talk about milk, for example. You wouldn't say I would like a milk. You would say I would like some milk. Or I would like a carton of milk or a glass of milk. You would say it in the same way regarding fertilizer, because usually I would say it's usually liquid, I think. Or it's like some kind of general quantity. So I would say something like I need some fertilizer, or then you can talk about the container, like I don't know, a carton or a bottle of fertilizer. You can say that because that's the container, right? It depends on how it's sold, of course. Maybe it's like some natural fertilizer, like cow's excrement. So I don't know. So maybe it's like in some kind of bucket, but still, you would talk about it in like basically by treating it as an uncountable noun. And then very last thing, when you ask how much does all of that cost, remember the verb, because I think you said how much all of that cost. I mean, yeah, there is cost, but like I would say, how much does it cost? Does it cost? Of course, you might hear some omissions in like ghetto English or something. You might not hear it, like how much that or something like that. But yeah, that's like very, very, very slangy. It's very, very colloquial, like in ghetto English or something. So I would probably say, how much does that cost, or how much is that? How much is that? You can also use that. But yeah, so basically the two main things is well, the one biggest thing is remember to use plurals when you're talking about a plural quantity, and uncountable, treat certain words as uncountable nouns. For example, fertilizer, when it's something that you can't exactly count. That's what where uncountable comes from, that it can't be counted. When you can't count it, you just use it in a generic way. Sorry, I'm reading it. Bougainville. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with plants, seriously. I will Google it now.
I will show you. I will show you. I will show you. Bougainville, right?
All right.
Okay, Miss Becky, we only have about 23 minutes more. So
Yeah. So Mr. Harry and Miss, thank you very much, by the way, Mr. Beltink and Miss Effie. You are great, like always.
You're welcome.
So thank you so much. So
Thank you
Miss
too,
Arin
man.
and Miss Harry now. Okay, I just Googled the flowers.
Let's go, Miss Harry. Let's go.
Okay. Hello, Miss Erin.
Hello, Mr. Harry. Okay, I'm the vendor, right?
Okay, I will be the client. What we got here, Miss Erin?
Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to Arin's Flower Shop.
Ooh.
so happy.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, thank you. What you got here, Miss Erin?
Sorry? I cannot
What
hear
you've
clearly.
got here?
What?
Can you hear me?
Sorry. Maybe my internet is unstable. Sorry. Can you repeat again?
What
What? You?
got
Uh,
here?
what you got? What you got here?
What do you have, Miss Erin? What kinds of flower do you have?
Oh, okay. Wait again. Okay. I have I have some beautiful flowers, sir. Red roses, white roses, lily, orchid, but what kind? What will what will you choose from all of the flowers, sir?
I don't know about the flower, Miss Erin. But can
Okay.
you give me a recommendation? My friends will be graduated soon, so I want to give her a flower as a gift.
Oh, okay. Usually, mostly my client buy red or white roses for graduation day. Maybe I choose the red roses. Is it okay, sir?
I'm sorry, can you repeat again, Miss Erin?
Okay. Sorry, sorry. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Give
My
me the
internet
best
connection.
recommendation.
Okay. I give the best recommendation is red roses.
Red roses.
Yes.
I don't see red roses here.
Huh?
I just see
Okay.
orange. Or
Huh? Orange. Okay, I'll check the first. Da-da-da-da-da. Ah, sir,
yeah.
I'm placed the red roses in the corner. You see
Oh,
it?
yes, I
You
see. I
see it?
see.
Ah, so sorry, sir.
Okay, I'm
So,
sorry.
it's okay. Maybe in my flower shop there are red roses, white roses, or orchid.
Oh,
Maybe you can buy all of them, or I don't know.
uh, I want a bucket of
Mm-mm.
flower. Can you give me the best combination of the gradation of the flower?
Mm. I give the best recommendation for the graduation day is red roses.
Red roses? Only
Yes.
red roses?
Orchid maybe orchid or lily. Lily. Do you know lily? Lily
I
flower?
don't know.
Oh my. Maybe or oh okay. I forgot. I have a sunflower. The colorful is very nice. It's bright. It's brightest. It's sunflower. Is it okay? Or red roses, sir?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, do you want to
Okay.
buy both, or sunflower, sunflower or red roses only, sir?
White
Hello.
and red.
White and red roses.
Yes. I
Okay.
want.
Okay. So, don't you give these cards? Maybe you can write down and the bouquet, sir.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. You can you can choose you choose two flowers, red and white roses, right? And I give you advice. Sorry, I give you advice. Maybe you can write down in the card, and you can where is it? And you can lay in the herb. You can lay the bouquet card card, and you can write down. It's free. Hello, Miss. Sorry. Hello, sir. Sir.
Yes, hello. I'm sorry. I've got a trouble in my internet connection.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. So, how, sir?
Yes, can you
Hmm.
write it for me?
Okay. Sorry. You said, can you repeat again, Miss Arin? Right?
I mean, can you write it for me?
Oh, okay.
My friend's name is
Hmm.
Excalibur.
Huh? Excalibur. Okay. Okay. Wait a second.
Okay.
My name is second. Okay. What?
How much
What?
it costs?
No. For the car, it's free, but for the red roses bouquet is 50,000.
Okay, 50,000.
Yes, it's affordable price, sir.
Okay, here I've only got 100,000. Have do you have the? I mean,
Oh man, wait a second.
Change.
okay. Hello.
Hello, hello, sir. Yeah, it's okay, sir.
Okay, I've got 100,000.
No.
Have you got the change?
Okay, I have chance. Okay, I'll take the money. Yeah. Tak, 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 tak.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oh,
50,000,
okay.
sir.
Thank you, Miss Erin.
You are welcome, sir. Have a good day.
Nice. Nice. Awesome.
It's hard to use have got.
I know, because it maybe doesn't come very natural unless you're used to it, I think. If you hear it, I think when I don't know, if you were to move to the UK, you would hear it so much that it would come natural to you. I think that's why we might not hear that much if we don't have that much exposure to British English, for example, unless we're talking about obligations. That's more common in American English as well. You might have heard like I've got to go or I got to go in movies much more often, I think. But yeah, don't worry, like it was just an exercise so that you know how to use it. But of course, when it's the same meaning, you can choose, of course. But yeah, you did a great job. Awesome. So you used it correctly. You have got correctly, except for questions. So remember that in questions, you would swap up the order the same way you would with other verbs. So you would say, have you got any, I don't know, any roses? Or what have you got there? Rather than because you said what you've got there, that would be the affirmative sentence, right? I have got blah blah blah. But when it's a question, you usually swap up the order. So what have you got there, for instance? It's the same as with other verbs. You would do the
Okay,
same.
Miss
You would
B.
swap up the order. And you did very well with the plural. You roses, but then then I heard a lily. So remember that to use plural, the plural form when you're talking about more than one. So roses, lilies, and whatever else. Another thing, the sentence you said will be graduated soon. I think it would be more natural to say will graduate soon. Just use graduate as a verb. I would just use it as a verb. Then we have a couple of pronunciation things. Bouquet comes from French. The English usually pronounce it like bouquet or something like that. Which is different from how it's slightly different from how the French would pronounce it, but yeah, it's bouquet or bouquet or something like that. Then another way to say that you can write something on a card, you can say you can write a note for free, for example, or something like that. And finally, the last pronunciation thing would be orchid, which is not pronounced as CH, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, I have it here. Because as I said, I'm terrible with plants, so I don't even know. Orchid. Yes, orchid. So with as if it were like a K, right? I don't know if you heard that. The pronunciation on the dictionary, because I don't know that many names of plants because I just have a very love-hate relationship with them. And anyway, yeah, so it's orchid and bouquet. But yeah, so basically, the thing I would like you to remember the most is when you ask questions, swap the order of have got the same way you would with other verbs. So that's the one thing I would like you to remember. All the rest is just very, very minor things, some suggestions, but that was great. All of you actually did a great job. Thank you.
Yeah. Even though Miss Becky, you said that you have like a love-hate relationship with the plants or flower. Actually, you part of them. You are a flower also. You are beautiful as a flower.
Oh gosh.
You wish, but I wish. Okay, so everyone, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
No, I was thinking. So we still have like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, right?
So we can do two things. Either we can go on with the question you asked at the beginning with the others, and see whether so we can hear from the others, or we could do like a small conversation regarding someone's garden. We can even do like a conversation with many people this time instead of pairs. We could do, like, since you're just like
4 of them.
you're just 4 people. So if any of you has a garden, you can if you actually it's breaking, damn. Yeah, it's my internet. I thought it was doing better, but can you hear me?
Yes.
But I can hear you very clear since in the beginning. I mean, about this.
Okay, then Mr. Belsink, I think it might be your internet.
Right.
I choose the second.
Wait a second. Okay, so yeah. So it's your choice, really. You choose a second, you said, Mr. Harry.
Yes.
All right. What about the others?
Mr. Belson will gonna be the first one. I can hear his voice. Seriously. Mr. Belson?
I'm the second, Miss.
The second is Mr. Harry, Miss Arin.
Okay.
No. I think they're saying the second option. I think.
Oh, second option.
The second option.
Oh, I see.
All right. I mean, maybe if we have leftover time, we can do both. We'll see. All right, then let's get started so we don't waste any time. Who wants to be the garden owner? If you actually have a garden, you can just talk about yours, or you can pretend to have one. It doesn't matter. So who wants to be the garden owner? And then you can pretend to be friends visiting the garden, and then the other one can, explain whatever they have there or they've got there.
Okay, hello. Oh, Miss Effie wants to be the garden owner.
Awesome.
I'm going to be the gardener.
Yes.
Nice.
That's what I said.
So, example, I have the garden, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're the owner, yes, of the garden. So you guys can all have a conversation and ask her questions or whatever.
Okay.
Well, I just have a mini garden, like a kitchen garden. It is like a kitchen garden. In my kitchen garden.
Your garden, Miss Effie.
Pardon, Mr. Harry?
In your garden.
Your voice is breaking, Mr. Harry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have a mini garden. In my garden, I grow some of it is like a kitchen garden. There are some of vegetables and also fruit.
Fruits. Ooh,
Yeah.
I like
So
eating.
yeah, what do you like?
I like eating fruits.
You like what? Like my garden, right?
Yes. So Miss Effie,
Yes.
I have a question. Uh, what kinds of fruits have you got in your mini garden?
I've got a banana fruit.
Banana. Ooh,
Yeah. And papaya fruit.
papaya. Ooh, I like them both.
Yeah, of course. I know you are if eater. So also I've got beans in my garden. You know beans, long beans.
Beans, yes. No.
Also corn. This is a fact. I have a corn and bean in my garden. Not my own garden, but school garden.
Oh, that makes sense. Like Miss Arin and Mr. Belsing, do you want to ask any question regarding Miss Effie's garden?
Miss Erin, Miss Miss Erin, she
Miss
is
Aris.
already
Hello,
known
hello.
about my garden.
Okay.
She's already visited my garden already.
Ooh,
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can
Yay.
pretend.
Show the picture.
Miss Erin,
Yes, Mr. Harry.
how was the Miss Effie's garden?
Okay. Wow. So, I wanna.
It's good, right?
Mm-mm.
Interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting, and you have a many colorful fruits in your
Ooh,
garden. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Miss Erin,
Yes, Mr. Harry. Hi.
So
Yeah.
who wants to? Anyone want to choose or buy kind of my vegetable or fruit from my garden?
How about the price of the lemon per kilo?
Lemon?
lemon?
How about the price of your lemon per kilos?
Unfortunately, I have a lemon tree.
That's a lemon tree, right? The
No.
yellow one.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
lemon tree.
which one? In my in my in my in my real garden there is no lemon tree.
Because what I have seen, it's actually the garden from the picture because I only can see that.
Oh, I see. I just imagine my fact garden. Okay, let's
Not
see.
your real one.
Let's imagine that is my lemon tree in my garden. For you, it is free. You don't need to pay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's free? Oh, okay. I will get lots
So,
of lemon tree then.
so Miss
Trees.
Effie,
Yes.
Miss
Yep.
Effie, if this if this in the picture was or were your garden, how much would it be per kilo?
That's what I was asking actually about the lemon.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
but like I'm
I
putting
really
that
hope
in a hypothetical structure, if this were your tree, if you had a lemon tree in your garden, how much would it be? How much would it cost? If you had, if you had a lemon tree in your
Yeah.
garden, in your actual garden.
Yeah, how much it costs per kilo, please?
Per kilo, it will be cost maybe 45,000
Oh,
approximately.
seriously.
Okay.
In
Okay, so you
45
can just
per
say
kilo.
it would. You can
About
say it
$3.
would cost. I it broke a little bit, but you can just say cost directly, like it would cost. That's what you were trying to say, right?
It will.
If you
cost.
had a lemon tree, hypothetical question, you it would cost.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I had
Right?
a lemon tree, it would
Yeah,
cost.
sorry.
The previous
Awesome.
lesson, right, Miss?
Yeah, I second Mr. Harry's question, Miss Arin and Mr. Belsink. Do you want to add something? But by the way, very well done. Sorry, I was just throwing a small hypothetical questions review there.
No worries.
Hypothetical sentences.
That's what we need, actually. That's what we need, Miss Becky.
Yes.
lemon.
Was that the song, Mr. Harry?
Lemon tree.
Yeah, I know the song. I know the song.
That's amazing song.
It's the old song, right?
Yeah, it's very
I
old
don't know
song.
how old it is. Maybe.
Lemon,
I don't
lemon.
know. I know it, so it might be old indeed. All right. Anyway, if you your signal is unstable, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Actually, we don't have Mr. Belsink any longer, so
Yeah.
I think he
Only
also
for
had some problem.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
internet problem.
All right, but yeah, that was great. As you can see, I pointed at the have got because that was the point. But I know that, yeah, as I said, it depends on the type of influence one has, because it might not come very natural when you're not used to British English, for example. So it's okay, but I saw you tried to use it as much as you could, so that's great. And you did very well. And actually there is a sentence Miss Effie said that I didn't hear perfectly because of the internet, but a way you could, like when you were talking about the fact that you do not have a lemon tree in your garden, you can say I don't have I haven't got or whatever a lemon tree in my actual garden. You can use the word actual. I don't know if you use that because I didn't it broke off a little bit, but you can say my actual garden, which is your it's like a way to say your real garden, your the one you actually have. You can say my actual garden in this sentence, could be useful. So yeah, that was it. So well
Awesome.
done. You had very nice conversations.
Oh, yes.
I'm very happy about
We
that.
did a lot of conversation today.
Yeah, you can.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for the material.
Yeah, I like that. I like how you can. I like how you can hold the conversation. That's very important, you know.
Yeah.
In real life situations, it's it's not something that we can take for granted. It's it's an awesome thing. Very happy about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
It's awesome.
We can improve our
well
English.
done. Awesome stuff. And you're very
Awesome
receptive.
stuff.
Like when every time I give you some feedback, I can see that you try to implement it straight away. Like I can see that you actually work on it immediately. Like you try to remember the things I told you, and you always try to improve, and that's something amazing. That's a really good quality. Like that you try to implement suggestions every time. So that's I'm very proud of you. You're very good. Yeah.
All of you are good. Awesome today. Okay.
Thank you.
And yeah, so don't worry about the explanation if you want to get more, because Miss Becky is gonna give me the PowerPoint, and you can relearn again about the PowerPoint. Okay. And if you still don't understand, next lesson we can discuss again about this. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
And
Okay.
also.
Yes.
Anytime.
And also one last thing, because I'm actually interested in Miss Putri's question regarding your reasons for learning English. That's very interesting to hear. If you're here on time next time, while we're waiting for the others, we can go on with the conversation.
Yeah.
You can actually
Yeah.
you can tell us about it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for today lesson, Miss Becky. This is really good lesson, and they seem so enjoyable the lessons also, because so many words they like learn about. Okay, new words especially. Okay, I hope that you got a very I have that you will got the very like beautiful dreams today. Yeah, sweet dreams for all of you. Have a good rest, have a good night, and Miss Becky, have a good day for you. See you again next week. Next time. Yeah, next lesson. I mean, no, my brain is freezing now.
Lessons.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye
Bye bye,
bye.
Miss.
Bye bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye
everyone.
See you